Keeping up with the motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure, here we are with a remote learning and teaching process to bridge the gap. Happy learning to all dear students. Good morning, students. In the previous chapter, we had learned about Brazil and India, its location, boundaries and extent. We also learned about the historical background of both the countries. Today, we are going to study chapter 3, that is physiography and drainage. Let us try to understand what is physiography. Physical geography, also known as physiography, means studying the physical movement or changes on the earth's surface such as atmosphere, oceans, landforms, etc. Here landform means the different features, that is the mountainous region, the plateau region and the plain region of the country. There are 5 physiographical divisions in India as well as in Brazil. Today, we are going to study the physical divisions of India, and in the next PPT, we will study about the physical divisions of Brazil. The 5 physical divisions of India are the Himalayas, which is located in the northern part of India. This is a young fold mountain. The second one is the North Indian plain, which is located between the Himalayas and the plateau region. The third one is the Peninsula Plateau region, and this is one of the oldest landform. The next one is the coastal plains, which is lying in the east as well as in the west. And last one is the Indian islands. This map is showing you about all the physical features of India with different colors. We are going to study all the 5 physical divisions of India in detail. The first one is the Himalayas. Now let us see how Himalayas came into existence. The Himalayas were formed as a result of collision between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate. As a result of this collision, the sedimentary rocks which were settled in a large-scale depression in the earth crust called teths were folded and formed into Himalayas. Now this is one of the youngest fold mountain of the world, which is extending from Pamir north in Kazakhstan to the east. In India, it extends from Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. It is not a single mountain range, instead it is a series of many parallel ranges. Himalayan mountain is being divided into different divisions according to the height and according to the area. Now, according to the height, the Shivalik is the lowermost range with the height of about 900 to 1100 meters. The second one is the lesser Himalayas, which is also known as Himachal. Now, the height of this range is about 4500 meters. The third one is the greater Himalayas or Himadri, and this range is extending up to 6000 meters, where most of the part of it is covered with snow. The fourth one is a Trans-Himalayan. This extends up to 965 km long and about 40 km wide. Now, based on area, we have got Western Himalayas, which is also known as Kashmir Himalayas. It is located in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. The second one is the Central Himalayas, which is also known as Kumaon Himalayas. It is located in Sikkim. The third one is the Eastern Himalayas, which is also known as the Assam Himalayas. The second important physiographical division of India is the North Indian plain. Here in this map, the shaded portion which you see is a North Indian plain which is being located in between Himalayas and the plateau region. This plain is being formed by the deposition of sediments from the rivers which were flowing from the north as well as the rivers flowing from the plateau region. In the beginning it was a big depression, but later on this depression got filled up by the sediments of the river and a plain region was being formed. This is a flat low-lying area which lies between the Himalayas and the peninsula. It extends from Rajasthan and Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. The Aravalli ranges divides the plain into two parts, that is the western plain and the eastern plain. As this region is a plain region, the population density is high as all the facilities are being provided over here. For example, the cultivation can be done on a large scale, the transportation facilities are available, the water is available over here because of the rivers flowing from the Himalayan region, and that is the reason why the population density is very high in the plain regions of India. The plains of India is divided into two parts, the eastern plains and the western plains. The eastern plains, part lying to the east of Aravalli ranges, is occupied by the basin of river Ganga and hence it is called as the Ganga river basin. Most of the West Bengal state of India and Bangladesh together constitute the delta of Ganga Brahmaputra system. It is one of the world's largest delta, which is known as Sundarban Delta region. The western plains. Rajasthan lying in the western plain is occupied by the desert. It is called as the Thar desert or Marustali. To the north of the desert lies the fertile plains of Punjab where agriculture is carried on a large scale because the land is fertile as well as because irrigation facilities are provided on a large scale. These plains have been formed because of the deposition of river Satluj. The next important physical division of India is the Peninsula Plateau. This plateau is one of the oldest landforms and occupies most of the area of India. The area is lying to the south of North Indian plains and it's tapering towards the Indian Ocean. It consists of many plateaus and hill ranges. The Aravallis in the north are the oldest fold mountain here. It includes a series of plateaus which are bordering the plains. Vindhyas and Satpura ranges in the central part and the hilly regions to the western and the eastern Ghat. Most of the population is also located on the plateau region of India. The fourth important physical division of India is the coastal plain. Here in this map, we are able to see the eastern coastal plain and the western coastal plain. India is blessed with a long coastline extending for approximately 7,500 kilometers. The coastal plain lies to the western and the eastern part of the Peninsula Plateau. They are bounded by the western and the eastern Ghats. The western and eastern coastline shows remarkable dissimilarities. This coastline, as I said, it's divided into western and eastern part. We are going to learn the difference of eastern and western coastal plain. Let us learn about the difference of western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. Now the western coastal plain is being bordered by the Arabian Sea and the eastern coastal plain is being bordered by Bay of Bengal. It is a rocky coast spurs starting from Western Ghat and it extends up to the coast, and in eastern coastal plain which is formed as a result of deposition of many east flowing rivers. The width of the western coastal plain is less compared to the eastern coastal plain, and the width over here is wider than the western coast. Rivers originating from the Western Ghat, they are short and swift, and so they form estuaries. But the rivers which are flowing in the eastern coastal plain, they are gentle and they flow with the lower velocities and deposit sediment, forming the deltas. The next physical division of India is the Indian islands. First, let us learn how islands are being formed. Islands are formed due to volcanic eruption. It is being formed due to corals, as well as it is formed by the deposition of sediment on the coastal region. Now in India, you can find that Andaman and Nicobar Island is formed due to the volcanic eruption. Here in this map, you are able to see the islands in Arabian Sea as well as the islands in Bay of Bengal. Now, islands in Arabian Sea are known as Lakshadweep Islands. Islands in the Bay of Bengal are called Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Islands in Lakshadweep are atoll islands, and Andaman and Nicobar, they are volcanic islands. Barren Islands in Andaman group is the only active volcano which is found in India. So children, today we have learned about all 5 physical divisions of India, that is Himalayas, North Indian Plain, Peninsula region, coastal plains and the Indian islands. So I hope you understood the lesson and enjoyed it. Your today's assignment is mark all the physical divisions of India on map of India. Second, write and learn short notes on all physical divisions of India. Thank you.